Hello, my name is Danielle Ehrlich, and I am teaching this lesson for EDG 4376. So, have you ever really wanted something, but you couldn't have it right away? Yeah. Yeah. I see a lot of you nodding. Shake your head. That happens to all of us, right? Today, we're going to read a story about a boy who wants a pair of shoes more than anything. But while we read, we're going to think like economists and analyze his decisions. So turn to your partner, ask each other, what is the difference between a need and a want?
A need is something that keeps you alive, and a want is something that appeals to you and can benefit a need a little bit. So yes.
Okay, let's hear a few responses. Abigail, can you tell me what a need is?
A need is something that keeps you alive.
Okay, can you give me a couple examples?
Water, food, shelter.
Those are great. Okay, Sierra, can you tell me what a want is?
Something that you would like to have but is not necessary for survival.
Right. Can you tell me a couple examples?
A pet, a vacation, jewelry.
Oh, those are great. Okay. Well, so we've established a need is something that you have to live, right? And a want is just something nice you would like to have. Okay. So this lesson aligns with Florida Best Standards and Social Studies standards right here. ELA 5R11 analyze how setting, events, conflict, and resolution contribute to the development of a task. Okay? And the Florida Standards for Social Studies, SS5E 1.1, identify and explain the difference between needs and wants and analyze how scarcity affects choices. And SS5E12, describe this concept of opportunity cost and explain how choices involve trade offs. So, today's objective is given the text, those shoes, and before, during, after graphic organizer, you will analyze the character's decisions by identifying whether each decision represents a need or a want, describing the trade off, and explaining opportunity costs with at least 3 accurate responses supported by textual evidence. Okay, let's talk about this. Needs versus wants. A need: food, water, shelter. Want: shoes, toys, games. Okay, so needs are things we must have to live, like food, water, and shelter. Wants: things we like to have, shoes, toys, and games. So as we read, I'm going to show you how to think through a character's decisions. Okay, I'm also going to record my thinking on my before, during, and after organizing. So you guys go ahead and do the first one with me, and we'll go from there. Jeremy really wants these shoes. First, I ask myself, is this a need or a want? I'm thinking this is a want because he already has shoes. He just wants a different pair. Okay? I'm going to write this is a want because he already has what he needs. You guys want to go ahead and follow along? You writing that down with me? All right. Now, let's think about the trade off. Right here. A trade off is what you give up when you make a choice. If Jeremy buys the shoes, what is he giving up? Abigail?
Money.
Money, okay. You might be giving up money that could be used for something else, right? Now let's look at the opportunity cost. The opportunity cost is the next best choice that you give up as well. So an opportunity cost is the next best thing you can give up when you make a decision. So Jeremy's opportunity cost is what he could have used the money for instead, right? Does anybody have an example? What could he use the money for instead of buying a new pair of shoes? Sierra?
Food.
Food. Abigail?
Um, a board game.
Okay. So every decision has a trade off. And that trade off leads to an opportunity cost. So now that you've seen how I analyze a character's decision, you're going to work with a partner to analyze another decision. All right. You will identify whether it is a need or a want, describe the trade off, and explain the opportunity costs. All right. You guys go ahead and work on that. I'll be walking around to support you.
Trade-off is what you're giving up whenever you make a decision.
All right, let's come back together now and we'll go over. So let's review what we have learned today. What is a want? Sierra?
Something that you would like, but it isn't necessary to survive.
Okay. And what is the trade off? Abigail?
What you give up to get the thing you want or need.
Okay. And what is an opportunity cost? Sierra?
It is the next best decision that you're foregoing when you make the decision that you do.
Okay. So turn and talk to your partner. Share one example of a decision you've made that involved a trade off.
Oh my god, shaking my sister.
Okay. So let's talk about what decisions that you made that affected the opportunity cost. So, Sierra, tell me.
I bought.
I'm sorry, it was for a trade off. Go ahead.
Okay, for a trade off. I got repairs done on my car.
Okay. The trade off. Okay. So today you met our objective by analyzing character decisions using the text, identifying needs and wants, describing trade offs, and explaining costs using evidence from the text. All right, great job today, everyone. Thank you.